Coming up tonight, State Minister for the Public Service firing back at criticisms over recent promotions. Some folks are just not satisfied. Plus, the Cable Bahamas group of companies honors its employees. Code words, it's epic. Stay close for that one. And he's brought you one of the best voices in local gospel music, and now he needs your help. Stay put for our arts and entertainment story as our news weekend starts now. Welcome to Our News, the weekend edition, and thanks for joining us. I'm Berthany McDermott. State Public Service Minister Pia Glover Rule hitting back at critics following the announcement of a service-wide promotional exercise. The promotions are set to roll out in the coming months, but Glover Rule says there are still some who feel the promotions aren't enough, despite public servants being up for 2 promotions.
They're saying there should be 3 or more. And I know we've done our best in terms of our existing financial limitations. And while I understand that certain leaders of certain groups may feel the need to say something just to have their voices heard, Madam Speaker, I guess we call that grandstanding, I sometimes question the general nature and the genuine nature of their commentary.
The initial announcement came last week. Glover Rule admitted public service promotions are often halted due to budgetary constraints. At the time, she revealed that the promotions will cost just under $4 million. But it seems there's still a group who aren't satisfied.
I suspect that if we were doing 3 promotions, they would say, why you ain't doing 4? If we were doing 10 promotions, they'd say, why you ain't doing 11? So, Madam Speaker, at a certain point, seems like people just have stuff to say to be relevant.
We can forgive them.
We will not be distracted. We will not be deterred. We have real work to get done, and we don't have time to play one-up games with anyone, Madam Speaker.
The United States Embassy is expected to be completed in early 2024 at an overall construction cost of $310 million. And U.S. Charge d'Affaires Usha Pitt says despite the challenges, especially delays due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the timeline is still on schedule. But how soon will they be able to move in? The
completion date is in about a year from now, but then of course there's a lot of processes we have to do. We have to move in, there's security issues, there's like little finishings, and then also of course there's these little challenges you encounter. You move in, you find out that something isn't quite working right, you got to fix it. So it's going to take a few months after completion for us to actually open the doors to the public, but we'll be moving in or starting the moving in process about a year from now.
Now, until then, Pitt says they will continue to operate out of the embassy's current Queen Street location.
Yes, absolutely. And then afterwards, we have to decommission that building. So it's not like we just leave it and,
After admitting that the COVID-19 pandemic caused Royal Caribbean to put a stop on its plans for its projects in Grand Bahama, the company's president is speaking out. He says discussions are ongoing to bring the project back to life.
I would hope that in the coming months we will be able to make a positive announcement about Freeport.
Last month, former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis told the Tribune newspaper his government planned on signing off on RCI's beach club on Paradise Island and its Freeport deal, including the Grand Lucayan acquisition and port expansion. Dr. Minnis said the Paradise Island approval hinged on RCI also proceeding in Freeport. In a sit-down with Jerome Sawyer's On the Record this week, RCI President and CEO Michael Bailey said the recent deal for the resort that fell through, along with other components, changed the landscape of the project. Bailey says he would like to see the deal come back to life. He was asked if he sees RCI being a part of that.
I do. I think it's complicated. It's finding a lot of the components necessary to bring investment to the table, including the airport.
Grand Bahamas Airport was decimated in Monster Hurricane Dorian back in 2019. Last month, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism Chester Cooper announced that a Bahamian group called Aerodrome Limited will lead the redevelopment of the airport along with 2 partners. The first phase of the $170 million facility is set to be completed in early 2025.
There's a lot of things that need to come together to really bring that destination together for, I'm going to use the words mass market, which is volume. you've got to have a great airport and you've got to have great quality product to offer the market.
Still to come on Our News Weekend, one Grand Bahamian MP says the process to determine if water rates increase on that island needs to be done fairly. And the Epic Awards for those who had an epic performance. The Cable Bahamas group of companies awards its deserving staff. That story straight ahead on Our News Weekend when Our News Weekend comes back from the break. Stay close.
At Doctors Hospital, our lamp just got brighter. The Loyalty Advantage membership program now has 3 unique plans to choose from. From Lamp Prepaid with free prime care visits and service line discounts, Lamp Insured with copay waivers and 0 upfront collections at the ER and inpatient services, or our new Lamp Access, a free plan that offers 10% off lab, pharmacy, and imaging. Lamp has a plan for everyone. To sign up, visit our website or give us a call. Doctors Hospital, trusted and best care now.
You're watching Our News Weekend. Welcome back. East Grand Bahama Member of Parliament Kwesi Thompson says the process to determine if water rates increase in Grand Bahama needs to be fair and done by an independent body. In a statement, Thompson said the Grand Bahama Utility Company is an affiliate company of the Grand Bahama Port Authority. As a result, he says it's impossible for the GBPA to act as a regulator of itself.
This structure was set up years ago at a time when it was necessary to create incentives to develop Grand Bahama, Freeport in particular. It was acceptable to give the Grand Bahama Port Authority regulatory authority over utilities, particularly water. There is also a difference between allowing a government to regulate itself and a private company.
In a statement, the GBPA said it's committed to a fair and transparent process. But Thompson believes if there's a rate increase, it must first be approved by the government, which is accountable to the Bahamian people. The former state finance minister says the government must step in.
The government must sit with the GBPA to determine a process that is truly fair and independent. The process will not be fair or transparent if left to themselves to make a decision. Secondly, the GBPA, the Grand Bahama Utility Company, must seek to partner with other communities throughout Grand Bahama to include even more people on their system, which would lead to more revenue.
It was a day of celebration and warm congratulations as the Cable Bahamas group of companies recognized some of its own in a special ceremony this week. Our Jamila Mizik was there.
Some Epic employees receiving their praises this week as the Cable Bahamas group of companies hosted its first ever Epic Awards. The outstanding employees from various departments within the company were awarded for their stellar performances on the job. Alive CEO John Gomez shares how the idea came about.
When we do the EI survey, guys, there's always things that pop out of it. And one of the things that popped out of the last survey results was reward and recognition. Hence was born the Epic Awards ceremony. So what I want to say this afternoon is that we not only listen, but we also take action in terms of things that pop out of those results. We want to continue to build a culture, an environment that is cohesive and one where people are happy and excited to come to work, to make sure that we look after all of our customers and everyone, our clients, and make sure they get the best service ever.
VP of Human Resources Ed Duncombe encouraging employees to continue to put their best foot forward.
This is an exciting time, right, for us to be together to recognize all those employees who really embody the core values of our business. And that's not an easy feat, right? Having over 700 employees and to be nominated among your peers is something that you should be very, very proud of. And so let's give all of our nominees a round of applause. And I just want to encourage all of you to continue doing what you do best every single day. Become the role models of this business because you are. And we thank you for everything that you have done and continue to go in excellence.
Among the list of nominees were employees Tristan Brainan and Dion Cox, the awardees expressing their gratitude to receiving the special recognition.
Sort of taken aback by the moment, didn't expect it, but I do appreciate it, truly appreciate it. We just try to do our best to, put our best foot forward for Cable Bahamas, make sure that they see the best products and all of that stuff, and try to accommodate everyone as well, customer-wise. So, to me, it's just a daily thing, just to try and do as much as I could to get things done.
This is the first time in 19 years I'm being recognized, so I really appreciate it. All of the hard work, all of the effort and determination I put into it is finally coming to fruition. People are seeing what I'm doing, and I am sure that I will make an impact before the end of the year is out. Something different and a new way or a new thing that we're doing in Eleuthera to change the way Cable Bahamas does business and does work, especially from the engineering standpoint. So look out for Team Eleuthera.
And to all of the nominees, we say a huge congratulations on a job well done. Reporting for Our News Weekend, I'm Jamila Missick.
Thanks, Jamila. Coming up after the break, £5,000 is at stake. One fitness challenge is set to help Bahamians lose £5,000. And the Carifta Games are behind us now, but just who chaperones the athletes and how important are they to the success of the athletes? Find out straight ahead. The story comes right after the break. Stay with us. This is Our News. Welcome back. When we think Road to 50, celebrations leading up to our 50th independence come to mind. But one group is taking that road more literally than others. Owner of 90-Day Transformation, Faisal Hall, explains.
So the road to 50 is we are trying to get the Bahamas to lose 5,000 pounds by Independence Day for our 50th anniversary. So we have online Family Island workouts, we have in-person workouts, we also do nutrition coaching, juicing, we do a lot of stuff. Our main focus is basically working on the Bahamian lifestyle. We're trying to make Bahamian culture healthy culture. So we are throwing down challenges, giving out prizes. We're doing a lot of stuff to get people interested. We offer free workouts different places on Saturdays, so you don't even have to be a member. You can just come and check us out.
And Hall stresses that it's not just an aesthetic goal, but that some of our health statistics are leading the way in the region, and not in a good way.
We want Bahamians to understand that the Bahamas has a 70% obesity rate, all right? That's a lot. That's one of the highest in the Caribbean. And we do not have to do that. There are certain things that you can do to prevent, going into obesity and things like, just moving around, making better choices as far as lifestyle and food. And you don't have to do this in leaps and bounds. You can make small, sustainable changes over a period of time to basically move into the realm of health and wellness.
UB Fit is scheduled for next weekend, where over 600 people are expected to participate. Our Sasha Lightbourne caught up with the co-chairs of the event. Here's that report.
When the University of the Bahamas hosts its UB Fit race next weekend, the institution is expecting much support from the public, corporate community, and alumni. And co-chair of the event, Candace Reish-Eldon, says student athletes are expected to participate as well.
We always encourage all of our students to participate, not only our student athletes, but all of our students, We get so sedentary. COVID put us in a box. We were home. We, gained weight, got lazy, and now this is a chance to say we're going to get moving again, we're going to get fit again, we're going to build together.
Reish-Eldon added that you can also participate virtually.
Because of COVID, we went virtual last year. We had 400 people participate across the islands. We had in Malaysia, New York, London, all around the world participate. So it's still a virtual race on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You can perform virtually and you get your race bag, your medal, you get your things too.
Fellow co-chair of the event is Marcel Major.
The UB Fit is the fastest growing race in the country now. So we're excited about the opportunity to stage this race. You're going to expect an exciting time, an exciting route, an exciting race village with lots of entertainment, lots of prizes, lots of surprises. There's also a finisher's medal for everyone. We have t-shirts. So the race is just going to be a spectacular event, as it always have been for the past 5 years.
The event is scheduled for 6 a.m. on April 22nd, beginning with a warm-up at 5:30 a.m. Reporting for Our News, I'm Sasha Lightbourne.
There are many people to be thanked for the success of this year's 2023 Crifter Aquatics team. 2 of those people are the team chaperones. Our Sasha Lightbourne spoke with them while in Curacao and filed this report.
The swimmers, the parents, the coaches, the medical team, the team manager, Bahamas Aquatics Federation executives. These people were all critical to the success of the 39-member Bahamas swim team. But there were 2 others that stood out for me. The team's female and male chaperones, Karen Pinder-Johnson and Traven Cargill. Pinder-Johnson says she was honored to be selected.
To be a part of something of this magnitude. So I'm very thankful to the Bahamas Aquatics for seeing me fit to be a part of this awesome opportunity. You know, swimmers work really, really hard to get to this level. And when you have swimmers at this level, you have a certain level of discipline that they automatically have. So yes, it may be a little catty, it may be a little chatty, but at the end of the day, they understand the mission.
There were 20 girls and 19 boys on the team.
All of us have a role to play, and none is greater than the other. And therefore, my position as chaperone entails me helping those swimmers to get through some adverse times, because all swims are not going to be the best swims. But not having your mom or dad around, we bring that environment for them.
Cargill, who brought lots of excitement every single day and kept the kids motivated, says he too was honored.
I'm grateful to the Bahamas Aquatics for allowing me this opportunity to be here, because that in and of itself is a great opportunity. Seeing these young men and working with them, like I said, they make it easy. They have good camaraderie, which is really good, and they respect one another, and you see that in what they do and how they act.
He also spoke to the pressure of being part of a national team in the 50th year of our country's independence.
I think the swimmers appreciate that this is our 50th year of independence, and they want to represent our country in the best possible way, and that is something that they are definitely doing.
The swimmers are now 5-time consecutive champions, bringing home 37 gold, 20 silver, and 21 bronze for a total of 85 medals. Reporting for Our News, I'm Sasha Lightbourne.
Thanks, Sasha. Days and nights are heating up in preparation for summer, or maybe there's a cold front or 2 still waiting out there. Let's find out what's in store for us weather-wise over the next few days right after the break. And the man with the amazing voice needs your help. Our arts and entertainment segment has the details. Stay tuned. All of that is coming up after the break. Welcome back to Our News Weekend. Overcast and humid out there today. Let's see what's in store for us over the next few days weather-wise. After spending the most of his life giving to those in need, Pastor Christopher Roberts now needs your help. The well-known gospel artist ran into some health complications that resulted in him being hospitalized. He explained he contracted a flu that worsened.
I was rushed to the hospital by ambulance, and I spent about 4 days in the Rand, at which time they said that I had an infection in my lungs. The weeks following, I knew something wasn't right. I just knew my body was telling me something wasn't right.
That intuition led him to seek a second opinion overseas at the Baptist Health Hospital in Miami, Florida. He says he was admitted to hospital for 6 days.
There I was diagnosed with having what they called a bacterial pneumonia. Doctor said to me that had I not made it to the hospital like within the next hour, more than likely my lungs would have collapsed.
But while there, doctors came across another issue after Roberts began experiencing severe abdominal pain.
They ordered a CT scan, and lo and behold, it was discovered that from a surgery that I had 5 years ago, some foreign objects were left in my abdominal area.
As a result, he was to undergo surgery to get the objects removed and put an end to the pain. Friends and loved ones started this GoFundMe to help foot the bill. He says it could run him into about $80,000. He says his health challenges have posed an issue with him fulfilling his duties as the administrator for East End Grand Bahama.
It has hampered my ability to perform my duties that I've been sent here to Grand Bahama to do, and even just regular day-to-day stuff, because you know the exhaustion, the coughing and all that stuff that came along with the challenge that I had.
However, he says the support so far has been overwhelming.
I really didn't notice much people didn't like me. I thought everybody didn't like me, but it's been overwhelming. It's been overwhelming. I've gotten phone calls and messages and texts from people who I just did not know cared. And that's just being real. And in my phone right now, I still got about 600 messages that I just trying to find how I'm going to get to just say a personal thank you to those who reached out.
Y'all should be on your feet by now. This is the last song that we're gonna do. I have a name for Jesus, a name that is my own. I can call him whenever I'm alone. Listening to me.
And if you're looking to donate, be sure to check out the Our News Bahamas social media page to donate. Well, thank you for joining us for Our News Weekend. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Berthany McDermott. Continue to enjoy your weekend, everyone.